So I've slept overnight and I woke up with 9 exotic class items sitting in my inventory and I didn't have to do a single thing. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today I'm going to explain how to set up an automatic way of farming exotic class items as a solo player so you can be farming for this without wasting your life. Don't worry, this is completely fine and within the TOS of the game and it won't get you banned. Big shout out to 7oilrigs who originally discovered this and made the first script for this. I'll place a link to their channel down below. So any chest within the Pale Heart, once you complete the dual destiny mission on a character, has a 2% chance of dropping an exotic class item. And what we're going to do is set up a macro which takes advantage of this. The macro basically sets you up within the landing patrol area of the Pale Heart, then automatically runs to a chest that always spawns in the same area after fast traveling to the landing. The macro loots roughly 1 chest a minute, so on average I was basically getting 1 exotic class item every roughly 1 hour overnight, which fits the drop rates. With a few tweaks that I'm going to suggest, the macro ends up being super stable and I've run it for over 12 hours without any hiccups on multiple occasions. You can actually live your life, touch some grass, and not fall behind in your full-time job as a Destiny player. So let me go over what you have to download to get this to work. First of all, you want to download Auto Hotkey. I'll place a link for that in the description below. Then you want to download this script, and you want to set your game to either 1440p or 1080p resolution. Right-click the downloaded script and open it with Notepad or some text application and it will give you a set of instructions. With the script, you want your mouse DPI to be set to 800 and you want mouse acceleration to be turned off, otherwise the way the script turns and moves your character won't be consistent. In order to turn off mouse acceleration, you want to go to Settings, then Devices, then go to the Mouse section, click Additional Mouse Settings, then go to the Pointer Options and uncheck the Enhanced Pointer Precision box. This will then disable mouse acceleration. Then you'll need to change your mouse sensitivity for the script. You want it to be set to 7. Next, I recommend changing your FPS in the game down to 30. Not only will this reduce the burden on your PC because you're going to be leaving this running for a long time, I also found this macro to be way more consistent at 30 FPS than any other higher FPS setting. Okay, next what you want to do is change the keybinds in the macro text file to match with your specific keybinds. So my open map is M, my interact is E, my sprint is shift, my ghost is tab, and my orbit is set to O, which I think are the default keybinds in the game. But when you first download the script, these will be the keybinds, and you obviously may have some different ones, so change this specifically to match your keybinds. Once you've changed this, then you also want to change one part of the code as well, because I found one part of this macro to be a little unreliable, and increasing the delay just made it run so much more smoother. You want to change this line here where it says sleep, 10 into sleep, 100, which makes the pause on that section of the macro to 100 milliseconds instead of 10 milliseconds, which is too fast for the game and unreliable. And sometimes you'll find it stops clicking on the landing as a result and the macro gets stuck. Then save the file, and whilst you have Auto Hotkey open, you want to right click the file and click run. It won't do anything immediately, but don't worry. To check it's active, click here and you'll see the macro is active. Anytime you change the file, if you're changing a keybind or you're changing a delay in the code, you will need to close this active script and reopen the new save script, otherwise it will just play the old pre-saved macro. Okay, now you've got it all set up, you want to load into the landing area, then you want to press the open square button on your keyboard. This is the default button which will start the macro. You can change this, but I left it as it is, and voila, you have a functioning macro to farm the exotic class item. If you want to stop the macro at any point, you just need to press the escape button. So here are some tips to make this work consistently. First of all, do not have any item equipped which is a lightweight weapon, because this will change your sprint speed and mess with the macro. Also, the first time I ran this macro, after sprinting to the left from the original spawn point, the macro stops for 30 seconds, and I thought this was a bug. It is not a bug, the script is doing that to allow the chest to respawn in before it runs to that chest. And also remember, along with the exotic class items, this farm will also give you Glimmer and Pale Heart engrams, so it's just an amazing AFK farm all in all for multiple reasons. Now, this macro will only work if your Destiny game is tabbed in. You cannot use your PC for anything else whilst it's running, so it works great to run overnight whilst you sleep or when you leave the house. You can then use your mobile phone, Destiny app, or Destiny Item Manager on your phone to move any exotic class items into your vault every 5 to 10 hours once your inventory is nearly full if you're not near your computer. Also, it's just fun to check remotely what class item rolls you got. So there you have it, the completely AFK method to farm exotic class items so the grind is less painful. Honestly, it's so much better doing this AFK whilst living your life, because the chance of getting an exotic class item that you want is so low in the first place. If you enjoyed what I talked about, remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Destiny tips and tricks as we get deeper into the final shape and the new echoes. I'm Mr. On It, and that's it for today. Peace out, guys.